Shalom and welcome to day 7 of the Counting of the Omer. My name is Mike Sutcliffe. I'm one of the pastors here at Fringe Ministries, and today's devotion is called Go Forward. Exodus 14, 15, and 16 says this: Then Yahweh said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Speak to the sons of Israel so that they go forward. As for you, raise up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and split it, and the sons of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea on dry land." Just moments earlier, the people had been told to stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh, Exodus 14:13. Now God speaks again, not to calm them, but to call them forward. Yahweh's question: "Why are you crying out to me?" It may sound stern, but it carries a divine urgency. There is a time to pray and a time to act. They had seen the pillar, heard the promises, and watched the enemy close in. Now it was time to respond in faith. God commands Moses to stretch out his staff, the same staff that turned the Nile to blood and brought plagues upon Egypt. This was not a magic wand. It was a symbol of divine partnership. God was calling Moses to act, and in doing so, he would display his power. But perhaps most remarkable is the phrase, "Go forward." The sea had not yet parted. There was no visible path. The command came before the miracle. This is the essence of biblical faith, moving in obedience even when the outcome is unseen. God didn't just want to get Israel out of Egypt. He wanted them to learn how to walk with him, step by step, miracle by miracle, through the impossible. Faith often begins with stillness, but it doesn't end there. Eventually, God calls us to rise up and move forward. After a week of remembering where we've come from, on reflecting on the bondage, the deliverance, and the guiding presence and threats of our past, God now calls us to walk toward the promise. But walking forward takes trust. The sea is not yet parted. The future still looks uncertain. The past is still roaring behind us. And yet the command remains: go forward. What does it mean to go forward when you're still afraid? When healing isn't complete? When provision hasn't yet arrived? It means that you trust the one who leads more than the circumstances that surround you. This kind of faith is active. It steps into obedience before the waters move. It raises the staff, it lifts the foot, and in doing so, it creates a path, not only for ourselves, but for those who will one day walk behind us. You are not walking just for you. Your courage becomes someone else's confidence. Your testimony becomes someone else's turning point. What you obey today may be the very breakthrough another soul needs tomorrow. So don't stop there. You've come too far to go back. Let this be the day you step forward into faith, into identity, and into purpose. The sea will part, but first you must move. So let me ask you a question. What step is God asking you to take that still feels risky or uncertain? How might your obedience today become a pathway for others tomorrow? Let's pray. Yahweh, thank you for calling us out of bondage and guiding us through fear. Now give us the faith to go forward. Even when the path isn't clear, I trust that you are already making a way. Let our obedience become a testimony so that others may know you, follow you, and walk in your freedom. All right, friends, thanks for joining me for today's day 7 of the Counting of the Omer, and I hope that you will join me tomorrow for day 8. Shalom.